the way, I know we said we're not going to talk about Alpha 7. I do have to bring up one interesting topic. Apparently, there's been another player change, Hot Troops. Apparently, between Guizao and Nuths. So we'll see. Right now, we're seeing Carillo. So Carillo is not the player being put out or in. But they keep... really, when you change players as often as they are doing, it really highlights that something is very wrong happening in the back end of things. And I just can't put my finger on it. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm thinking something internal. Something internal is happening behind the scenes between these guys. If they're having such crazy plays, number one, that's out of character, and then roster swaps. Yeah, but you know what? Let's see what this fight's going to ring out as we look at Tiamba versus Enigma Galaxy. Shotgun in hand, jump shot, gets a headshot, does no damage. And Coop takes advantage of him there. Let's see the rest of the Tiamba, though, trying to support their teammate.
Oh, you can see Enigma Galaxy. Satan's got the dual MP7. At long range, that weapon does nothing. Most of the bullets are just going to go straight into the sky. And it might hit someone on the Wrangle or Sanok or Rondo. I don't, definitely not in this battleground. So MP7 at that range, not quite the way to go. If I could recommend for NGX, it would be the best option for them to fully disengage. Even Rauf has got himself the dual MP7. But you also... Oh, dual MP7, M1 Garand. Yeah, the loadout's just not looking too good. As Tiamba, though, on the leaderboards, they're top 5. I would say they don't have too much to lose compared to NGX. So they're just like, why not? Let's get involved and take the fight if we can.
Yeah, NGX, okay start to the day. Not the best one. I mean, 23 points, 4 matches. Yeah, not going to get you there into the finals just yet. So with 2 more to go, they could definitely make something happen. And they have to have a good day tomorrow. But Tiamba, with 66, looking solid with 2 matches left. Don't want to go out just yet. I think Tiamba could get a few more points just to feel comfortable, extra cozy. You don't want to put up 2 goose eggs, that's for sure.
I believe Revo with the Winchester just got a knock onto A-King.
What? How did I miss that?
Yeah, I saw that in the elimination feed. I just caught up to it a little bit, but he just got some damage done onto these 2 squads. And he's peeking it solo, right? The rest of A7. By the way, I can confirm Nuth is playing instead of, I believe it's Guizao. So yeah, Guizao is out. Nuth is back in, which is the newest addition since Mafiosio left the team. So we'll see how that's going to work out. As yes, Satan again with a dual MP7 at any kind of range is just not the right weapon. Actually, the Scorpion, which is played by Igor, is a way better option. The recoil control and the bullet pattern is way easier to hold on to. And now Revo just farming up those eliminations, it seems, getting also one flush out. And with the Winnie, and he's then got 12 more bullets though remaining inside of the AKM. And it will be enough to drop Milu. He's woken up. He wants to make it to the PMMI finals.
He's angry. He is angry. Revel is fired up at this point. All it took was a Winchester. But man, it still needs a lot more. A lot more. I'm telling you, folks. In my opinion, 20-point game. We need to see a 20-point game here and a 20-point game in the next one to feel cozy going into tomorrow. And we'll see if they can do it.
40 points Murado. In 2 games. That's a
40.
That's a big mission.
That's a big mission. I mean, they have 32 right now, so that will leave them with 72 if they got 40. Let's say if they got 35, you know, that would put them a little closer. Oof, it's just not looking too healthy.
Yeah, I don't want to put a number on it. I'm just going to say we need to see a win. But okay, anyways, I said, for someone who said, let's not talk about A7,
we can't help it.
A lot's been happening at the start of this game. But now moving on to the POV of another team that's been having an insane day 2. It's been RRQ. The boys moving forward, trying to go for wide eastern rotation outside of Los Leones. They're going to get a nice position to call home very soon, hopefully. Same for Influence Raid. They're going to go a little bit deeper in the city, though. Looking to claim some real estate of Los Leones. The Golden Murado. We'll see what they're going to try and occupy. Outside of this, I'm not expecting any big L. Sure, we do lose Chamba fully in this game, which is unfortunate, but they are... Actually, I'm looking at the rankings now. They're top 3. So they are 100% going to the finals. So it's not a big loss we suffered. It's just interesting the points went over to Alpha 7, so they're going to be quite content with that start of the game.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, they needed it. And it just sometimes all it takes is one play, right? One play from your team leader to fire up the rest of the squad and say, let's get it. I will say, if they do make it, Guizhao's going to be sat for a long time, probably.
Oh, see. I did like
that's
Guizhao.
like your worst case. That's your worst case scenario. If you get subbed and all of a sudden just everything just happens to go right, whether it was your fault or not, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be like, hey, well, it worked. We got to keep what's working. You know what I'm saying?
We need to blame one person.
Hey, I will say things were working out when Mafioso was the sub, you know? Now he's not the sub and things aren't working out. I don't know. Weird theories.
It's a theory.
Yeah, it is a theory.
A game
Maybe
theory.
he was just given his good vibes from the bench.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, looking at some of the rotations, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit bigger picture here. Wide eastern rotation from D+. They love this area. In particular, when you look back at how they won PMGC, sure, the roster's a little bit different, but how they won PMGC 2 years ago, it was near that coast when they crossed on the island. Still, the best game in PUBG Mobile Esports history. Are we ever going to beat that game? I actually, what circle, what setup could beat that PMGC finals in London last game won by D+? What could beat that?
I don't know. I really don't know. Crazy island. I don't know.
Stolber finish? No, not even Stolber finish. Stolber finish with like in the main building with the zip lines and everything.
Oh, that'd be wild.
That could be fun.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Stadium finish could be interesting in Rondo. I mean, actually Rondo's always the first game, so it has to be on Miramar or Erangel, depending on the smash rolling. I don't know. You know what? Let's get chat involved. Chat, what would be a circle or a situation that would beat out the last game of PMGC 2024 won by D+ Kia? I would love to know. That's an interesting discussion.
Yeah, it really is. It is.
Yeah.
And D+ winning every last match of PMGC is still the most hilarious thing to me, because I wish I had I wish I was recording their faces when I asked them. Right? Because I asked them, I was like, guys, what is going on with the last match? And they looked at me like with the most dumbfounded face. They're like, we don't know. we don't know why we win last match. And it pisses us off. Like we don't get why this is a thing. And then they won the last match again on the final day. And I looked at them and they just were shaking their heads. They're like, this makes no sense. But hey, you know what? If it works, it works.
Yeah, I love your casting with Blank in particular at that game, because you guys were like, yeah, it's a win. Alpha 7 going to make it. It would be really funny if D+ end up winning that game again, though.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
They should still let D+ win.
Yeah.
And
big Eastern circle shift, though, for circle number 2, Puerto Paraiso, and the entire southern eastern beach side is going to be in play. On the edge, sure, but still available if any team wants to try and go for that wide edge rotation. Some teams such as Nocturne Red Force, even D+ Kia or KSG, even Yangon Galacticos could go for one of those southern beach rotates. Outside of that, the terrain southeast of Los Leones is incredibly rough. It's just so many. You got fields, you got high grounds, you got low grounds, you got so much terrain variety over there. These circles are always very interesting to me, because it really goes to show how good of an IGL you are if you can maneuver your way through all of that and end up getting a win by using those positions and leveraging it to get yourself a massive chicken dinner. So whoever wins this, gonna have to tip my hat to you, because these circles are not easy to maneuver through. I mean, look at the terrain here. He's already losing control of the golden vehicle almost. It's really tough.
Yeah, the golden Murado's starting to smoke already. Wolves keeping all 4 up early. That's a big difference from Erangel. Man, those hot drops really hurt them. Meanwhile, yeah, Influence Rage trying to get away on that golden Murado. Lawrence is gonna get in. Oh, the MVM. Oh, actually, never mind. Tian was able to get that done. And now it's little boy down on his luck, all by his lonesome.
I always wondered why Mau Mau is called MVM, but he wants to be called Mau Mau. Maybe
Mau
it
Mau.
would be easier. Just call yourself Mau Mau, you know? But,
yeah, that would help.
It's like, my name is Maxman, but in my in-game, my name is MVM, also actually a Maxman, so...
Yeah.
Call me Maxman.
I'm Maxman. Yeah.
MVM, it's me. But yeah, I find it interesting. If you know what, if there's any aspiring pros in the chat, I recommend just your name you want to be called, just write it in the game, and then that you'll make our job 10,000 times easier. Yes.
Yeah, make that your username. That would that's usually step number 1.
Get a good name.
Yeah. You know what's even better? Make it your username that is also on your socials, so people can actually find you.
That's a good one too. Actually, I always struggled to find socials of players, so that is also a good shout.
Yeah. These are very pro tips, guys. Honestly, if you want to be a pro player, people want to like, oh, how do I contact this guy to actually do that? Oh, I can't because I don't know what his socials are.
Please do it for us.
Please
boys.
do it for us. Do it for your own career's sake. Goodness gracious. As we take a look at this next circle, okay, gonna go down to the south here. This is Miramar, so plenty of room. E-Arena, Alpha 7, all the way on the north side, pushing on down. Again, E-Arena, 48 points, guys. What a great day for them in the first 4 matches here. Over 10 points a game.
Yeah. By the way, I have not seen a cave finish in Miramar for, I'm not joking, probably 5 years.
Me neither.
I believe the cave is in play. If because I do not remember. I believe it is going to be available here, so we'll see if it's going to end up working out. E-Arena, though, going to go for the fight versus Carrillo. Carrillo, so many shots being missed here. Having to swap over to his main AR, and he still loses it out to the hands of Turney K. That's Alpha 7 suffering a massive casualty. Revo trying to get for another fight and just sending it over the cliffside, taking a bit of extra fall damage there. And he's getting overwhelmed, but he gets another win on the slither of HP. Revo has to win it eventually. He does just that. But still, this fight is just not looking good. Obscure might just be the next to fall. And the hopes of dreams of Alpha 7 are getting crushed in front of our very eyes.
Revo is trying to put this team on his back, and it's just not working. It's just not enough. Man's making plays, 3 eliminations. And it is just falling apart for Alpha 7 here. 1 player left. He's got to get this elimination on Mormon to try and rescue Obscure because he needs him. He needs him. They need a crazy point. Mormon's leaving. That's actually huge. No vehicle, though. They are going to have some loot. Oh, they do have the buggy. Perfect. They should be able to get to Obscure. They should be able to have 3 players up.
Actually, if I'm E-Arena, and because you do get an elimination confirmed on Carrillo, I feel like you just stick around because it's really... Yeah, good from Mormon. Just leapfrog it a little bit if you can, but he's getting backstabbed here.
Perfect.
I feel like he's going to get eliminated. I like the attempt. I see what he was trying to go for, but it's just not going to work out. Makes it behind a very small amount of cover and does pull the first aid pretty much instantly. But I feel like his game plan is not to get a win or anything here. He just wants to get rid of Alpha 7, and if I were him, I would do the exact same thing.
Why not, right? Yeah, I mean, you're already pretty much a lock for the finals. Just do what you can. I wouldn't have even backed off that much. I think I would have kind of sent it on the fight, but you know what? It don't matter. Luckily for Alpha 7, they keep 3 up. That was so fortunate for them. Oh, no. Mormon trying to continue to be a thorn in the side of Alpha 7. Is he going to be able to crest this hill and find an angle? No, he's not.
Yeah, I get what he was trying to do, but you know what? RQ might just do it for him.
Let them drive by. All right.
Yeah,
they'll take that.
Going deep into the city, Los Leones, RQ just like, nah. I also fear he only has, what was that, 32 bullets left in his main AR, so just going to give it up, not worth it whatsoever. But still, this is Alpha 7 going into the circle without any information whatsoever, so they're going somewhat blind into this next playable area. As Ulf, though, still chilling. The big issue I had with Ulf back in PMGO Season 1 is the very early on in the tournament, they would keep losing players. It was very often down to just Ketch or sometimes Aaron, even Scarface at times. I need to see the grand finals, Ulf back here, where they have these 4 players alive until the very end and they just start dominating. We saw a glimpse of that last game, but Ulf, I feel like this is still not the 100% Ulf we can see. There's still a lot more they have to offer in these games.
See right now, it's necessary. Gets a knock on and finish onto Obscure, so they catch Alpha 7 on the rotation. And now it's just 2 players for A7 up. Weibo, dead center of the circle. No need to even move a muscle for them, as it's just Satan up left for Enigma Galaxy. Enigma Galaxy, 24 points. 1 more game left to go. They're gonna have to have a good day tomorrow to get into that top 15. Uh-oh. Satan on the grass, being dangerous right now.
Nah, I would say even if you see people, just don't shoot, right? With this terrain, you can find a dip that no one would scout for the entirety of this match. Just stay hidden. Get away from your vehicle if you can, so no one has like an idea to scout that location, because it can be a kind of give your location away if you're not careful enough. So S2G and Ulf is going to be a bit of a Turkish clash here. Influence Rage looking to maybe third party it from a range. Eren going to smoke his location up to avoid getting snuffed out. But as I say that's going to make it also very easy to hit the nade. Just put a target on your back, Eren. Unfortunately, there's going to be a very tough player to res. Catch, Scarface, just don't go for it. It's not worth it, as S2G indeed are in that contested nade range.
Federal looking down range, looking at the map. You still got, yeah, S2G dead center. This is just their group stage at this point. Having fun with it. RRQ on the north side, rocking a little bit of a 3-1 split. Looking down the leaderboards, looking for D+. Where are D+? Okay, yeah, D+ all the way on the east side. So they're hugging the circle at this point. Goat Force gets knocked by So Easy. And Nongshim Red Force are going to keep keeping an eye on them, on their rotation. Possibly trying to steal some more eliminations. Yeah, just trying to play keep away at this point. Goat can't go all the way up there because you got Influence Rage holding that building. So Goat, for now, just going to have to hold that edge of that circle. Wait to see where the next zone goes.
I actually really like
That's Mormon gone.
Yeah, I feel like actually this game is looking really good for the side of Yangon Galacticos. They had a wide southern rotate just hugging the cliffside this entire match. So far, they've got an interesting 2-2 split next to the likes of Weibo and also Nongshim Red Force. Just play it slow, and this is also the typical playstyle of Yangon Galacticos. They don't play hyper-aggressive usually. That's how they won PMWC last year over in Saudi Arabia. If they can do so similar here, just get a few placement points, you know what, they can climb their way back out of those bottom slots. They're currently in 17th position. Off of placements alone, it wouldn't be enough, but I just want them to see them get to that late game hot jukes and then start to get a bit more aggro. Like, this circle is amazing for them. You regroup onto Mernet and Romeo to the western side, or if you want, you can even maybe third party Nongshim versus Goat to the east if you have a line of sight. Just don't take unnecessary fights, and I feel like they could make it back up in top 15, but even then, it's going to be risky because we do need to keep in mind that they are not playing tomorrow's 6 games.
What do you think if they keep this 2-2 split? 2-1-1?
Just do it respectfully. You can do it as long as you're not playing aggressive, and if the team pushes you, you instantly regroup. You need to give respect to the lobby. If they do that, I'm okay with a 2-2 split. Okay,
I agree 100%. I'm glad we're on the same page here. Yeah, just kind of use it for scouting, but the second you see any kind of engagement possibly happening, you got to send the whole squad in that direction. Let's see what Revo could do, though. Revo literally trying to keep this whole team alive by his lonesome. Trying to throw the nade on a Satan, doesn't hit it. Oh, his vehicle smoking. Trying to go for a run over, maybe? No.
Oh.
They're trying to find him. They can't. Uh-oh. He's right behind you! Oh, turn around. Headshot onto Revo. Down to 1 HP! Survives and holds on just a little bit longer.
Not for much longer, I think, because Wolves, they hear this fight happening. They see the elimination feed light up. They have an idea of what the hell's going on between Revo and Nuths. So they're going to try and just get rid of it because they know that might just be one of their main competition in this event. As he has a good angle, it's necessary. He sees the smoke. He doesn't get the line of sight just yet. He might just wait for the smoke to actually dissipate. He's got a minute 30 seconds to work with. Revo trying to make a quick dash out of there. The car takes up into flames, explodes right in his face. He's still alive alongside Nuths, but they just don't have the amount of control they were hoping for.
Revo, man, by his lonesome, just putting in work. That is Nuths down. He's got no help. It's Revo against the world. And that is it. Wolves eliminate Alpha 7. Now we're going to see Weibo try to apply that pressure onto the Wolves. Elementrix is down, not going to get red in that position, that's for sure. As Weibo are going to play keep away. And so the Wolves sacrificing that player. That's a team that needs to do something crazy here if they want to make it into the finals. Oh, actually, Slownik is going for the res. Super risky. Let's see if he's able to get it off.
Loving it. Slownik able to give himself some good angles. Weibo, though, got to defend it successfully. Didn't love their breaches so far. They need to get a good defense, but so far it's falling apart. They They are getting denied that off angle by 33Z. And Suk and Bay remaining. Suk is very far away, by the way, so he's just trying to make sure that Wolves can't go over the ridgeline, and he's going to try and keep his teammates in a safer condition. I'm not looking super... I'm not super sold on the way this defense is working out initially. 33Z, it's not an impossible res, but Wolves, we need to go on the offensive here. You need to get involved. You created a man advantage for yourself. Why are we not committing here? Otherwise, 33Z is going to make it back to the buildings, and they're going to get the res and get back up as 4 players. Wolves, you should not let this happen.
You got to go crazy, Wolves. You got to understand, you're in 11th place right now, 39 points. There is 6 more games going to be played tomorrow by a whole bunch of squads. You need every point you could get. This is no time to be passive. It's time to even be extra aggressive. Get every point that you possibly can, and they just opened the door for a reset on Weibo.
They got it. They got 33Z back up, and now they're sending it, but they just don't have the information.
It's too late.
Weibo went for a little bit of a quick regroup, and now they're looking to solidify their position. Suki did regroup with his team. 33Z does get the first aid. Now they're inside. The Fox is in the hen house. Wolves looking to claim full control of this position that is just slightly in the circles. There's still a lot of value here to be found. Bay gets dropped on out on his knees in submission, and Wolves finally securing himself the wins on that skirmish. Suk still has a strong off angle if they're not careful, and actually he's going to get dropped onto Baton. That's the angle Suk was looking for. He was waiting for his time to strike. But S2G in the background, they're third-partying it, possibly looking to get 3 eliminations.
It's taking too long. That off angle's so deadly. Oh, huge for Wolves that they end up taking that player up top down. So now they don't got to really worry about it. But watch out for Kami, though. That nade's coming in. It doesn't, though. He steals that elimination. That was a necessary elimination for the Wolves. As we take a look over at RRQ, I want to stay on that fight, though. That's a huge, important fight here, as this is the last day for Group Red. But we're going to watch Furin loot up. That's important as well. All right, we're back here at it. Wolves, things slow down. They have the building to themselves. This is at the edge of the circle, but with 6 eliminations, this could be the start of something hopeful.
It's in zone. It's in zone. They don't have to rush too much to make it back in circle number 7. So you've got a lot of time to work with. Good nade. That's going to find so easy. Nongshim Red Force on the southern side versus Yangon Galacticos. Yangon Galacticos, I'm going to say it here, Hot Jukes, they can't afford to lose. If they lose, that's their spot in the finals pretty much done, unless they have a miracle run in the last game on Miramar. They need to secure the win, but everything is falling apart. Hyunbin hits a beautiful utility right on the face of his competition, but so easy. Also gets flushed out of this game. It's tough. It's down to the wire, but Yangon need to get a win here.
They need it, and they're going to have to do it with 2 players. It's Romeo, Murnett. So far back, there's no way they can support Master Smile at all. And it looks like they're just going to play it slow here. Just going to try to survive as a 2-man. Romeo does get pieced up a little bit by that nade. Trying to just sneak their way into the next zone. But man, not able to do so. Nongshim Red Force doing a great job of applying that pressure to Yangon. They're in the vehicles. Yeah, they're just trying to get away from this one as much as they can.
Yeah, the hesitancy was there. They weren't sure. Do we commit? Do we disengage? Wish they would have made that decision when they still had 4 players alive. But Monette, Romeo, as you said, looking to quickly disengage. Thing is, if they go a little bit too far to the west or even up north, they are going to show their backs, and now the ridge is available. Good play from XEY, trying to claim that ridge line for himself. That's a good offensive dip. As actually, they were slowly but surely getting third party by Influence Rage. They were closing that gap by just sneaking up to them up in the grass. And Tizzy sees that instantly, gets that point. So they're going to be looking very happy about this. But Circle 7 pops, and it goes right on the compound of GOAT Team and LGD.
See what Nongshim is going to be able to do. Can they take out Yangon Galacticos and their dreams here? They're going for it. Here comes the push. 2 vehicles switching with the shotgun. They get Murnett. It's all up to Romeo, all by himself. Can he pull a miracle off? He's down to 1 HP. It's not looking good. And that is Yangon Galacticos. Gotta say it, out of this tournament.
Well, okay, let's calm down. You know, it's still 1 game. No, there's still 1 game. They will have to do an insane chicken dinner. I would say it's looking quite unrealistic. For that one, I would have to agree. Though, up to the northern side, we haven't seen really the perspective of this position for a long time now. Earlier was the side of Weibo versus Wolves, but Wolves did end up winning. And now it's S2G, sole survivor in Lost. He is indeed lost in the source in this game. And he is also going to be lost right back into the lobby as Necessary picks it up. 8 eliminations, Wolves! This game here, Hot Juice, might just be the ticket for North America to reach the PMMI finals.
They can't stop here. They need this win. They need to continue with this aggression. Find every elimination they can. They have a good dominant position in this zone. They have to fully capitalize on it. Do not let this slip through your fingers, Wolves. As you have GOAT, Influence Rage, Nongshim Red Force on the other side of the circle. They're going to be so busy with each other. Wolves, this is no time for them to play passive at all. They got to just keep up with that aggression. So aggression. Just trying to be able to steal some eliminations, whatever you could possibly do here.
If you can, yeah. I would say pushing it would be a bit of a mistake when you have the center circle currently great for the position of Slonic. Just wait. You don't want to get involved in this fight unless you have a perfect line of sight. Great utility, little boy. More like big boy in that game with that util. Gets himself Mau Mau. That's going to be a nice juicy point headed the way of Influence Rage. Can they get more though? As Nongshim Red Force looking to get involved. They want to try and get some of those points for themselves up to 7, making it hopefully double digits as Tizzy trying to get the shot in that container. He just can't get it, but he will snuff him out eventually. And that is going to be an extra point secured. South Korea looking good as Hyunbin now looking to take the fight. Ling S hiding, making no noise whatsoever, trying to surprise Hyunbin's angle. But Hyunbin thinking better of it, going right behind that container.
See, as right now I'm looking at LGD. They're set up. They don't have to worry about a thing here. They're definitely going to the finals.
Oh, good angle.
The big question is the Wolves right now out of these 3 teams. What are they going to do to soak up every elimination they possibly can? This is stage 8. This is the final circle shift. After this, the zone will be closing down to nothing.
Come on.
Yeah, Wolves just trying to find a good angle here. Just trying to set themselves up for this win.
If this is not a Wolves win, this would be one of the biggest throws of the tournament. They
right.
have the 4 players, okay? It's 4v2v2 against Nongshim Red Force and LGD. This is their ticket to the finals. They need to lock it down right here, right down onto Miramar. But now the fight is also happening, unfolding between Wei Ji, taking a 1v2 onto Nongshim Red Force, Tizzy and Hyunbin. They've got to wait it out. The only way Wolves lose this is if there's an off angle they didn't expect, which could be Ling S from LGD. Oh. If they don't see him, that could really spell absolute disaster for them, as he does take a few shots onto Baton, but he doesn't get the knock.
That's another way, right? If you just spread yourself too thin, you're trying to scout too much movement could be bad for you if you are the Wolves. You can't afford to get knocked here because the entire lobby is looking at you. They know that you're the biggest threat. So the best thing for Wolves is if LGD and Nongshim obviously fight each other, then it's easy third party, easy win. But if both these teams are just staring at you directly, you got to play this carefully because it's basically a 4v4.
Could turn that way.
No mistakes.
If they put the fight onto Wolves. But yeah, normally Nongshim should fight. If you are LGD or Nongshim, you know this is a full team up against you on the other side, waiting in the center of the circle. You're hoping to get second place, right? Those 2 squads are just hoping to outlive or LGD or Nongshim Red Force and just secure it. Really good smoke road coming out from Nongshim Red Force. They're trying to get the line of sight while denying vision from Wolves. Amazing utility usage from South Korea. But it still might not be enough. Hyunbin getting backstabbed here by Baton. The man got himself so many points this game. He's going to get his 4th elimination. And now LGD will secure the 2nd position of this match.
That is how you do it. The Wolves secure a chicken dinner. Woo, right before the final bell rings. One more match left to go with the squad. This was a whole bunch of points. They're going to still need a little bit more going into the last match of the day, but this is finally put them in a position where that finals is within reach.
Yeah, that game ended a little bit faster than I expected. I thought it would just linger for an extra maybe 30 seconds, but no, they were just like, okay, we got the points, we got the angles, we're just going to full send it. It was good. I feel like we saw early in the game from Wolves, they were a bit hesitant, especially to push onto Weibo when they got their initial knock onto 33Z, but no, that hesitance was kind of gone at the end because they knew they had the control, they had the lines of sight, and the other teams against them didn't even have a full team, right? It was 2v2, v4. Everything was headed the way of Wolves, and I'm glad to see that they were able to secure that chicken dinner. And because of that win, I'm going to say it, Grand Finals, North America will indeed be present at PMMI.
Love to see it. Love to see it there from the Wolves. being able to clutch it up. That's the hardest thing to do, guys, when it comes to PUBG Mobile Esports, is when you're back against the wall, you need a big game in the last final matches, and the Wolves, everything just went right for them here in this game. They still have one more game left to go. I can't wait to see what the overall leaderboards looks like to really get a realistic idea of where they are. 3 eliminations from Baton, 26% of the team's contribution, very evenly spread between the squad. But man, they got to be feeling so great going into the last match.
Oh, they're feeling it. They love it. This is a lovely way for them to try and end day number 2. Oh, we've still got one more game to go, right? But looking at the replays of this game, Alpha 7, this early fight, the few eliminations they were able to find, kind of gives them a lifeline, a single opportunity. It's like Doctor Strange in Infinity War, right? It's like there's that one timeline. Those points kind of might make it feasible for you to still make in a top 15. But now, I would have to agree, Hot Jukes. Now we do need to see that massive chicken dinner. Otherwise, that's it for the Brazilian super team.
Oh, you talking about Alpha 7?
Yes.
Cooked. Done. Over.
You think it's done?
Yeah.
You think there's no way?
It's 100% over. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll put 99.9. The 0.1% is 20 elimination chicken dinner. That's my thought.
Okay, I would say like I need 15, 20 elimination chicken dinner too. I would agree around that ballpark. Otherwise, it's done. They're really happy about Hyunbin in particular. Man put up like 5 eliminations before that fight we saw in the highlights. Hyunbin showing why he is an MVP contender. So always happy to see him. And also Notable on the side of D+ getting these big games today. GG South Korea.
GG indeed, man. Great plays from Group Yellow, man. Group Yellow came in hot today, right? Influence Rage popped off. Nongshim Red Force put some great points up today. And then, yeah, E-Arena. Wow, what a start here for them. One more game left to go. Even Ulf, right? Ulf, 31 points for day 1 is not the worst performance, that's for sure. Let's take a look here at the match ranking, though. RRQ put up another 7. That is going to be the biggest comeback, I think, so far, right?
Yeah.
From day 1, RRQ really said, we got to make it, and they did.
Yep, I agree. I feel like RQ... The thing is, they have such a good lineup, theoretically, right? You got Gemfos, you got Lepar, you got the boys. You would be expecting them to get so many big results. Didn't work out in PMGO. Bit of a slow start here going into PMMI, but no, they woke up today, got themselves their second chicken dinner, and also just consistent points. 7 points. Also really good, right? If that's like your mid-performance matches, really happy overall for the side of RRQ. So, second page, Yangon Galacticos being down there. Not taking the win on the side of, who was it, Nongshim Red Force, right? They were just, it feels like their confidence is just completely gone. And when you lose your confidence in a lobby of this caliber, Hodrux, I feel like there's no way we see Yangon Galacticos make it in the top 15.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just been so tough for them. They've had a really rough tournament here. They're in that same boat. I mean, we'll see what they look like on the overall leaderboards. S2G breaking the 100-point mark. Got to give them a round of applause here. As yeah, they've had a great tournament so far. 72 eliminations, have more eliminations than 4th place on down in total points. These guys really flexed on the lobby.
Yeah, most definitely they did. I still need to see a bit more from Wolves in the last game, though. If they want to be super comfortable to be in the top 15, I would just like, even just reaching 60 points, get 4 or 5 points, I'd be happy with the side of Wolves. But yeah, Alula, BTR, you know they're going to come back with a vengeance tomorrow. But actually, quick highlight, the Chinese teams sure did not get a chicken dinner, Hot Chooks, but LGD up in 2nd place without a single win, and Tiamba also without a single chicken dinner are up in 4th position. Going to highlight how consistent they are despite not securing a single win in their 11 matches so far.
Wild to see. I mean, Tianba, another great day 2 from them. I'm looking at the numbers, okay? We see the we know BTR, we know Alula are going to pass up everybody. E-Arena is going to pass up everybody. Aurora is going to pass up everybody. Nongshim, Influence, as well. Fudia should move up, and Thunder Talk. Dude, honestly, I think we need to see a lot more. I think we need to see 10 to 15 points from Wolves to feel confident.
I would agree. Yep. We need to see some big showcases. By the way, congrats to E-Arena, Nongshim Force, Influence Rage. Only 5 games played, right? And they're still almost making it to that first page. They're just shy of it, so very well done indeed. And quick highlight. I know we've been talking about Yangon Galacticos and Alpha 7 not making it today. Regman Kara are also very low. If they do not show up massively tomorrow, Hot Jukes, that means we wouldn't be having in the finals our PMGO 2025 champions, we wouldn't have the PMWC champions, and we wouldn't have the PMGC champions in the finals. The only team that could be making it then would be Weibo, the one PMHI last year. This would be a massive upset after what we witnessed back last year in PUBG Mobile Esports. What is going on?
Oh, man. Hey, 2026, the year of the new champs, right? That's what it's going to be. That's a fact. As we take a look here at the most eliminations, and it's Hamsuji. It makes sense, right? S2G popped off here in this group stage, and rightfully so. So good on them. That gives me a lot of hopes when it comes to finals time. I'm hope they're able to keep that same energy.
Oh, we'll see if they can keep it rolling for themselves. But what a big elimination lead, by the way. He's got 5 more eliminations than Tian, and then between them, there's a 4 elimination difference between Tian and QZZ from Tiamba. So massive, massive difference. But yeah, it's always the same 4 names, right? It's just not budging. It's always S2G, side of LGD, and also Tiamba. So are we going to see anyone after the next game jump up in the top 4? I would love to see it happen, but for now, they are not budging, and QZZ still, at this point, is maintaining that almost 2,000 damage lead on the top damage performers of this tournament so far. QZZ is just flexing how good he is in this lobby.
Dude's a monster. He really, really is. I mean, every time I've had the chance of just seeing his playstyle, he don't miss. He really doesn't.
Literally.
You know, yeah, you have to overwhelm him and really take some great shots or catch him off guard if you want to stand a chance. Nolbu as well, and the CQC. It takes a full team, right? Really making sure that they don't make any mistakes to take him out. So crazy day so far. We saw some wild Erangel matches. I think Miramar is a little bit closer to the chest of what we've been expecting. But we got one last match left to go. Maybe we see something unexpected. And we're going to find out very, very soon.
Yo. I don't think they're ready for it. On the loose, on the loose, on the loose, on the loose. With the beast, on the loose, say the truth, on the loose. Off the chain, it's all the gauge. Yeah, getting wild, yeah, we out the cage. It's getting wild out here. One by one, we watch them all falling. It's getting wild out here. But I'ma be the last one standing. You can't stop what's begun. You can't stop a revolution. Come in, it's getting wild out here. at the least. See them admitting defeat, and they so useless. I'm so ruthless. New phone, who this? Give no reply to excuses. Got no bite, man, I'm toothless. Living a lie and the truth is, got this power, bringing it. Play my anthem, singing it. Every mountain, ringing it high. I soar, I rise, reborn. Strapped, I'm back like never before. Taking my final form. Yo, it's getting wild out here. One by one, we watch them all fall in. It's getting wild out here. But I'ma be the last one standing. You can't stop what's begun. You can't stop a revolution.
Here we go, folks. The last match of the day for the PUBG Mobile Macau Invitational 2026. It is day 2, the final match for Group Red. Last chance to put points on the board and hopefully hold on just long enough to make it into the finals. As tomorrow, we're going to see Group Green versus Group Yellow. Now, going into this match, a little bit of a change from one of the teams in particular. That's going to be D plus Kia. We're going to see Rico step in the mix here, Maxman.
Yeah, not going to lie, a player that I have not seen play often, if at all. Actually, I can't remember the last time I saw him play, so it's been a hot minute. But they have, what is it, 66 points. I feel like it's cutting it slightly close if you want to try and do a roster change up. Like, they're kind of pulling an Alpha 7 right now with Nuth, but this time it's Rico. I wouldn't do it personally, but if there's any moment you want to give an opportunity to train for one of your subs, it would be right now on match number 6. Well, their 12th game technically going into the group stage. So I'm not the biggest fan of it, but what do you think?
Yeah, you know, Sizzy's stepping down here. Rico stepping in for him. 66 points is right, I think, on that line of feeling comfortable. I think they still need another, like, if I was just my own mind, I'm like, we need 10 points to feel just good for tomorrow, right? So it's kind of wild that they are swapping somebody out, because 10 points is still, you need a good game, right, in this last match. So it's very, very risky, in my opinion. It's just, if you are going to train a team, Revo getting a nice knock there and finish, needed that point. If you're going to train a new sub, this is like the ultimate training, to be honest, because it's like, it's kind of a do or die game in the last match, but it's not we need a 20-point game. We need just a good game.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting, to say the least.
I would agree. Yeah, it would be very interesting. By the way, I'm looking at the leaderboards right now. Do you want an interesting fact? I've been looking and just checking out all the groups and rankings. So currently, our top 6 teams are all from Group Red in Wolves, D plus Kia, Tiamba, RRQ, LGD, and S2G. The only 2 teams from Group Red that are not in the top 6 right now is Alpha 7 in 15th position and Yangon Galacticos in 17th position. Out of Group Red, every team is doing exceptionally well for themselves. Like, I'm telling you, they are dominating this tournament. All of them should make it, except for the 2 global champions of last year, which is just such an insane storyline. I still can't believe this is what's happening right now. I thought, especially for A7, it was going to be one bad event, but no, it keeps on happening. So, yeah, this is the new era starting in 2026, Hot Jukes. I'm telling you, this is the new rise of all these different new teams and players that are here to challenge the old guard.
For sure. I mean, and that's the crazy thing, is that, like, yeah, we should see Group Red with all top 8, right? Because they played 6 more matches than every other group. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, like, D plus and Wolves, even though they are in top 6, I'm still not too, like, convinced yet, personally, because we got 6 more matches tomorrow, and that is 16 teams, right? That could definitely pass them up. But the fact that they're so ridiculously low it's shocking. There's nothing short of that, Max, man. You know, and you're right. I mean, this is a big opportunity for some new squads to reach that pinnacle of PUBG Mobile Esports.
Yeah, got to try and reach that peak again. We'll see how it goes. Actually, talking about some more negatives, then I'm going to go in positives, guys. I swear, I'm being very negative this tournament because I'm expecting more from some of these big names.
It's not even negative. It's realistic,
yeah,
right?
it's realistic. But at the bottom in particular, I'm looking at GOAT Team and KSG. Right now, their opening day has just not been it. Especially for GOAT, I had way high expectations. I didn't think they'd be on single digits after, was that 5 games now? If they want to have a chance to make top 15 tomorrow, we need to see a good bookend to today. Just even a 6, 7, 8 point game, and I'd be like, okay, the opportunity hasn't fully disappeared for them to make in top 15. I need to see some presence this game. Even just a top 5 finish, and I would be like, there's potential. But as of right now, I haven't seen anything of value. So GOAT KSG, they need to prove themselves on this final game.
Yeah, they do. They really do. 7-4 is not enough. That's a fact. So, I mean, if you were to kind of just, if I were to just put on my, like, guessing glasses, right? That means that they would have to go crazy this game and crazy tomorrow to make it. If I'm just kind of erring on the side of just purely off based on their performance already, Coops knocking down Obscure and Thirst in him. Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin right there. Go and KSG most likely not going to make it. And that's going to be tough. Oh, nice knock there.
Wait, why is it happening like these? Okay, sure, they get it, but the way they just lost all the momentum in the vehicle and still look to try and get that elimination. Very intriguing as to why things are happening the way they are. Really good damage there. Down onto Carrillo. Rauf, no utility. Revo did get taken on out of the picture over there in the distance. Molotov forcing Rauf to reposition a bit deeper. He still has some teammate, right? He's got Coops in particular in the distance that got himself 1 elimination. He's feeling hot right now at the start of this game. If he can regroup. I like what Rauf is doing. This is a very smart strategic play. Just reposition, regroup with your boy. If you can even confirm Revo, that would be huge. There's Nuth and Carrillo here. Lockdown, Revo confirmed. That's 2 points for Coops. And I would say, as you said, right, it's done. Nail in the coffin. Alpha 7, unless they pull out a miraculous 2v2 here. And a great game off the back of that. It's just not happening.
It's over, man. It is over. I think the times for unless are done for Alpha 7. Just didn't do enough.
Good
nice
nade.
knock there on the Rauf. Beautiful play. Carrillo gonna just have fun with it at this point. I think this is a good opportunity to let Naus do something. As Coops gonna leave his teammate here. And get shot up. Interesting play here from Coops.
I kind of want to stay on that POV. I want to see what
Me
happens
too.
between those
Me
two teams.
too.
I mean, yeah, they're good teams. Well, are we going to lose the PMGC champions again? Okay, there we go. No, we're back. Oh, he gets Rauf.
Nice.
Okay, he just rolls over him. That's going to be a nice point secured. It would be interesting if the sub, the best he has ever played with his team so far, is the one to actually lock in a spot in the finals for them. Again, they need a lot more than just these points, but it would be crazy if Nuth is the one to make it happen.
It would be the most wild thing ever, and that would lock in your spot on the team. That's a fact.
Put him on the main roster. Like, leave him there. He deserves it.
I mean, let's be real, guys, right? When you get the subs are a crazy part of esports, you know? The thing is it's one of those opportunities where if you get your chance, even just one time, you have to go crazy, right? Because you're trying to take someone's spot realistically. So if you get a shot in a game and you do pop off a 10-15 elimination game that just saves your team, you're on the roster. There's no way they're subbing you. Zero chance. So if you want your chance to shine, this is really it. And it's take it or leave it.
It is. It is going to be a take it or leave it kind of deal. Circle about to shift in the next few. Actually, no, we already went in phase 2. What I was saying, my map feed's a little bit behind. It did shift. It did take away a big portion of the southern island. So that's just not going to be in a playable area anymore. It's just going to be this rough terrain down south of Chumacera itself. Yangon Galacticos, good position up there, right? They got himself that one warehouse on top of that mountainside. If they hold it and defend it properly, zone teams away. Who knows? That could be the redemption arc beginning for Myanmar. LGG did make a quick cross over the bridge, and they will be looking to secure some land for themselves and see if they can hold on to it for the rest of this game, as Alpha 7 really staying out in the blue zone for a long period of time, which I would not recommend, Hodgix.
Yeah, I would not recommend it as well. see what right now we're looking at. Oh, Young Galacticos catching a little boy. Nice.
A little boy.
Little boy. Little boy down. LGD flying off the... Oh, never mind. Getting hung up there on that little rock. Trying to get him out of that situation. That'll do it. That's
That
one
works.
way to help your teammate. And safe.
Got to fix that paintwork a little bit there. But, oh no! Did
yeah,
he get it stuck again on the? Thanks for the save. Something happened. Can you help me again? That sucks when it happens. I do that a few times. I'm like, someone helps
It's happened
you,
to all of us.
and you get it
It
stuck
really
again
has.
in like 10 seconds after. It's like, that sucks. You definitely lose a bit of street cred right there when you do something like that. Arena though, again, they don't have anything to lose, right? They just started playing today, and they are popping off. They're sending it on to Tiamba, our 4th place team, and Akin says, sit down. That's our point. Gets it done. GG well played, and looking to maybe secure the rest of Arena as the Mini 14 is echoing throughout the valley, and that's Eagle and Aking to secure that extra point.
Beautifully done there from Tiamba. Like I said, my guess at the start for the bubble, the cutoff was 75. I think that's where you're like solid safe. And yeah, Tiamba RRQ should definitely hit that number. D plus got a little bit more work to do to get that. Wolves need a massive game to get there. And for all the other teams in Group Red, yeah, no chance at this point.
It ain't happening.
Ain't happening. But you know what? What do we think about Ulf so far today? Ulf, 31 points. Not the worst day one. Tomorrow
average.
they're gonna have to have a it's an average game, right? It's not a bad day, that's for sure. But not a great one either, right? So tomorrow they just need good, consistent gameplay. It just there's always that factor of the last day though that just makes things crazy. I don't know if it's gonna be crazier than today though, right? Today was just wild when it comes to Erangel. That. All right, Kami, nice idea. Don't move.
Bad time to be AFK.
Yeah, just. Oh man.
Yeah, easy point.
Hey, but you know what? When you're on top of the leaderboards, you can do whatever you want, baby. Right? It's like, hey, I'm hungry. Get me some dinner. Get me out of here.
Oh, with a FAMAS there. Wagey able to secure himself a nice knock onto Lost. Just trying to confirm it here. Looking for the extra player that's going to be Lost secured out of that game. So will Kami at the end of the day. So as you said, 3rd place. There's not really much relying off the back of this fight. LGD also safe. It's the fight between 1st and 2nd place. They're both going to make it to the finals. Big chilling here in PMMI. But D plus Kia, 5th position. If they really want to lock in their slot into the finals, they win this fight. It's pretty much done and dusted. As LGD fully committing to the fight, trying to bully S2G into submission. And they do find another one. It's the IGL Soulcate taken out of the picture entirely. So now only Ham CG remains. And he's just going to go for the wide rotation. And I get it. He just wants to try and survive. Maybe secure that 1st position. Just for the extra flex of it. But that blue zone is going to be too much. He will go out. He does get picked off. And it's Chips with a final bullet to get it done. And S2G will be eliminated with a 0-pointer.
Hey, you know what? We'll see you in the finals, baby. S2G, great show here. And now it's up to the rest of his lobby. Nobu trying to go for a run over. And, ooh, having a dip for safety. And he does. Oh, now he's like, hey, turn around. You shot at me? How about that? You like some of that action? How you like that?
How do you like them apples?
How you like them apples?
Really good pick.
Shoot at me.
Onto
Teach you.
Actually, you know what? As we talk about this fight happening, you got D plus still trying to look for the side of LGD again. Not a lot of hype around this because they're pretty much sure to make it into the finals. S2G, I gotta really applaud their synergy. They are looking like a completely different team to what we saw back in PMGO Season 1. This is a team that, the way they're playing, they could win a global finals, in my opinion. I feel like it took one big global event for them to try and understand how they want to play the game, how they kind of bounce off of each other, how they communicate possibly too, because they were newly put together at the start of this year, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm loving it. I'm genuinely loving the way they're playing. I think the macro's there, the micro in terms of team fighting and timing is just on point. S2G is looking like the whole package, but so do Ulf usually. So Turkey could be winning a global event this year. I wouldn't be shocked.
Let's see here. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either, honestly. I mean, you're right, night and day difference on this squad. Looking so good. Let's just hope that they could do the same thing come finals time. Wolves, taking out Alpha 7. That is it for them. Wolves still have a chance, though, here, right? They have 58 total points, 2 eliminations so far. They should still have the whole squad up. Again, they need, I think, a win. I think they really need a win here to feel comfortable going into tomorrow. Anything short of that, it's going to be a close one.
You know what? Sorry, I gotta hype this up, guys. This is the PMGC champions out of the PMMI Grand Finals. They fail in PMGO Season 1 here. Sure, they are in 14th position, but so many teams from Group Green will be playing tomorrow. There is no way in hell they remain up there in the top 15. That is 2 global finals missed out back to back. Alpha 7 falling from the heavens here.
Oh my goodness. And unfortunately, this is not the first time for them not making it to the finals in PMGO Season 1, not making it to the finals in PMMI. Things are just not looking good on the side of Alpha 7. Well, we'll have to leave it up to the next one to see if then they'll make a bounce back. But 2 in a row is pretty wild. Let's look, though, to see if these other teams, which teams are going to be the new rising stars, right? What's going to be the big surprise here? We're looking right now, Nongshim Red Force. So far, 44 points. Great day for them. With this last game, a good one could make tomorrow easy street for them to make it. Let's see how they're able to do it. Right now, they're on the south side, just biding their time, waiting to get in the next zone. This is the big storyline though left for Group Red. Honestly, it's the Wolves. D plus with 69 points. A few more, they should be in. Like for sure. Wolves with 58, they need to still have a big game.
Yeah, gotta try and get himself that big performance here. See how it's going to be working out possibly. KSG, again, a silent team. They've been very slow today. 4 points total. As they're looking to make a push up on the hill onto GOAT team. The 2 teams actually at the bottom of the rankings, right? We had LGD versus SQG earlier. Now it's the bottom fight. On the leaderboard, it's going to be focused though, swapping on over to his UMP. The SMG though will not be working out in his favor whatsoever. KSG, so many shots, just not connecting on their enemies. But it will be enough to eventually get some damage dealt to both squads. As actually Ling S's angle from LGD in the distance, he's got perfect off angle position. And actually going to be stuck straight down onto KSG. Z-Boy able to find force at the end, but that is going to be the end of the line. Moxie will do it alongside Ling S, but still, these 2 teams will remain at the very bottom of the leaderboards.
Yes, they will, man. KSG looking down and out at this point. Nobu getting taken out there. That is D plus out. Okay, so D plus out with 69 points. That's a nice amount of points, but we'll see if it's going to be enough to hold them tomorrow in the top 15. As there's going to be 16 squads. 6 matches to soak up points, and there is Rondo still at play. So anything can happen tomorrow.
Yeah, that Rondo is going to be a true escape for some of these teams that need to get a strong performance. That literally could be the map to save the day, save the tournament for you if you play your cards right. So wait though, hey, a little bit silent this game too, right? 22nd position in the rankings. They are your previous PMHI champions last year in Hong Kong, now in Macau. So, no, they're still playing tomorrow, but we want to see a little bit more, as that is going to be also the end. That team eliminated LGD, see you later, Alligator, and same for GOAT team. See you in a while, Crocodile, and those 2 squads will go straight back to the lobby. That's it for the second day of play.
That is it. Yeah, GOAT gone as well. So, yeah, GOAT, KSG.
Oh, Yangon.
Rough days. Rough day ones for them. Yeah, Yangon. This is their last final chance. Honestly, serial eliminations ain't gonna cut it, and that is not the knock you want to have here. Say Cloud driving around and getting beat up, instantly eliminated. That is it for Yangon.
They lose a player, but there's still hope. It's not over until every single player is snuffed out. But Nongshim Red Force, really, they're in position, right? They're in circle. There's no massive rush here. You already got a player down onto Yangon. You have time to commit to this fight. And they do have 4 players.
They won't.
Going to be sharing meds between all the members. But yeah, I feel like the best play here for them is to just wait for circle number 6 and see if this fight makes sense. If it doesn't, you can go for a swift exit, because now you would be committing to a fight that might not even give you a valuable position in the play zone. So just wait. There's no rush, And Yangon also hoping the fight doesn't happen because they need to survive if they don't want to suffer a similar fate to Alpha 7.
Yeah, there is no rush. You only need 20 eliminations at a chicken dinner to make it to the finals. So just take your time, Yangon. That's the play. Sit in the building. Hopefully you'll get there. Maybe, you never know. All the players in the lobby could just line up right in front of you and you could just get easy eliminations. It's possible. We've never seen it happen before, but it's possible.
Could be happening. Oh, wait a minute, though. Want to get a piece of the pie onto Tianban RRQ, it seems like. Now, RRQ seeing this fight. We don't really like it. Let's just go for a little bit of a quick dip around the side. And actually, they do get really engaged onto that fight, which I didn't expect. Lapar doing the work with the buggy send. Now swapping it over to the JS9, and he drops Milu pretty much instantaneously. What a good breach, RRQ. Just flexing at this point, looking to maybe get a second place. No, the LGD is eliminated, Hot Jukes. They could be your second place team after a massive comeback here on this second day.
Yeah, totally possible right now. RRQ eliminating Tianba. That's going to be the team right below them. Tianba's going to be going out with 71 points. That's going to be interesting to look at tomorrow. As RRQ, man, what a day. A comeback of the century for this squad here. Oh, Lapar ends up going down. Suki getting the knock. This is Weibo. Weibo has been hyper-aggressive, crazy pushes. Majority of them have not worked out for them today. This one's looking very good, though, as they are punishing RRQ.
I like this. You just got to be careful to not show your back too much to Yangon Galacticos because they would be super willing to third party. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Usually Yangon Galacticos don't like playing super aggressive. So I would like to see them go for that engagement if they see an opportunity to take a fight with minimal risk, but I don't think that's the typical Yangon Galacticos way, especially with how they won PMWC last year. So they might just let things happen and hope for the best. As RRQ, again, still a massive win in that previous fight. Only Weibo now remains on the eastern edge. If they eliminate Weibo, I would say RRQ would have an amazing ridge, especially on this circle. RRQ, if they can get another chicken dinner, this would be massive. But keep in mind, Weibo were in 22nd place, now in 21st place. They need to get a big game if they want to head to that finals.
Yes, they do, yeah, because tomorrow is going to be chaotic, considering that it's the last time people are going to be able to get points on the board. We have no idea just how that's going to mix things up. So beautiful nade there from Bay. That's going to confirm both these players here from RRQ. Now we're going to see Nongshim Red Force getting some angles onto... I mean, this is going all over the place. RRQ, Genfos is out of there now by himself. 7 points for RRQ. That is a solid performance. These guys know they've made it.
Yeah, they are really relaxed. I'm sure their mindset is very positive right now. Genfos, though, getting battered here with those shots. Influence Rage wanting to be the new hope of Brazil, right? 12th position, but keep in mind, they are playing tomorrow, unlike their brethrens of Alpha 7. So, and you know what? The fact they've only played half the games and still have got more points than A7, that's kind of telling what is happening in Brazil. As Hyunbin picked off, that's one big name you don't want to lose. Same for Tizzy. The Blue Zone's going to do a little bit too much work. Yangon Galacticos, though, they want those points, but they're just getting denied by the Blue Zone. Every point matters and could make the difference for Myanmar.
Let's see what they can do here. Suki, not wasting any time, I'll tell you that. And XYZ with the knock. That looks like it could be another one. Oh, nice there, shots. Good work there on the drive up. Switching vehicles, putting them in a blender. And Yangon Galacticos are going to be able to pick up Mernet here.
Yeah, that was definitely a very Hail Mary push. The way they were doing it, it was kind of desperate. You could tell by the way they were playing it out. And Weibo still have yet to conquer the high ground position. So they could still try and build some momentum. Down southeast, keep sweeping from the edge towards the center of that circle. So not all hope is lost, right? 36 points. Yangon Galacticos, they're looking to get way closer to A7. If they would even just overtake Alpha 7, that would be an extra slot you don't have to care of to make it to the finals. But Solace not going to be in reach of that grenade. But Wolves, though, really looking so confident on Miramar in particular. I wonder if they can keep building that up into another win, as unfortunately, as I say, that Sonic does get dropped to his knees, but it's still in a resible area. They do get necessary there in time.
Let's see what Scarface putting some pressure on the Wolves. This is really their chance. Wolves have a chance. They definitely do here to make it into the finals, but they need a great game. Necessary driving away. Gets popped out the vehicle. Baton trying to support his teammate there with that AUG, but he does not have the angles. He doesn't have the sight lines to help him. He's getting peppered up as well. Things just not looking good on the side of Wolves. He's got to leave.
Still falling apart. Actually, I thought that position was going to be reservable, but I didn't even take into consideration the blue zone that was literally moving in at that moment. And he's going to try and save necessary. Yeah, not worth it. No, go towards the circle baton. This is not worth it. Just try and get into it deep and survive as long as you can, because Elementrix is also getting absolutely demolished by this utility. The nades coming his way. One bullet connected. It's Aaron from Ulf to get it done. And it seems like the NA dream might just end in this game. I say that, they're still looking good in top 6, right? So Wolves, that finals is looking definitely doable. But Ulf, they're starting to build also a lot more confidence, and we've seen more team-wide finishes, which is when Ulf really starts to pick up way more points every single game.
Wolves end up getting 1 placement point. That'll put them up to 60. Will 60 points be enough to hold on to top 15? Oh boy, man, I'll tell you what. All the Wolves fans out there are going to be biting their fingernails tomorrow, because 6 matches with the Rondo is a big opportunity to soak up a lot of points for these squads. But we'll see. We'll have to find out then. Guys, make sure you mark your calendars, set your alarms, because tomorrow's going to be one heck of a show. Let's see what Weibo can do, though. 33Z up close and personal against Ulf. Nade just a little bit too far away. Ulf as well, 35 points. These two teams are pretty close together on the leaderboards here. Be a huge fight for either one of these to win.
I mean, this is an important game because so many teams on the second half of the leaderboards are still alive, especially Yangon Galacticos, Ulf, Weibo, Enigma Galaxy, Influence Rage. Any of these teams get chicken dinner, this would have such a big impact for the group stage of PMMI. Because ROQ as a solo, it's not looking quite feasible for Gemfos to get that chicken dinner. So I'm just kind of taking him out of the picture entirely, as they've had an amazing day 2 in this group stage. But any of these teams to get the chicken dinner, that might just be their chance to make it to the finals next weekend. But Yangon in particular, this is do or die. This is the only team in the bottom of the rankings of the teams that are still alive that will not be playing tomorrow. They need to come out strongly, as Ulf finally going to make that descent away from the high ground position, straight towards the side of Influence Rage. And Influence, good respectful play. Loranzin getting straight into the buggy, not worth it. They have a position in circle. I don't want to take an unnecessary risk. I love that play from Loranzin.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Just get out of there. Get out of there. I mean, you're in 12th place. You got a whole day tomorrow. You just don't want to risk the chaos of the final day, because there's no expectation that you can put up a similar performance then, right? So if you have a bad day and you really just want to be able to hedge that bet as much as you can. So Influence Rage, 42 points. A good game here could just make tomorrow easy street. Let's see what they could do, though.
Come on. Here we go to eliminations. They need to get the lines onto 33Z, possibly onto the rest of Weibo. They're the only team that has a high ground position to contest. If you want to have a chance to make it happen, Weibo is going to be your main enemy. This is a big rivalry happening here on Miramar. Suki sending it forward with a buggy. And he's
nice headshot.
To close that gap. Yeah, good headshot to 33Z. Put him back into hiding, forcing him to heal. Buying just a bit more time for Yangon to survive this encounter. The Master. But they are still in circle, which Weibo do not have that kind of situation headed their way. They do not have that kind of comfort. So they need to start thinking as Wolf in the vehicle here, Hot Jukes. They need to go for a push, and they will be going over on the ridge line.
Here they go, though. A walk right into the wide open side of Pedrino, but the turn from Aaron shuts that down. Solus not able to make it behind that tree. Meanwhile, Federales trying to find some toes there on Aaron. Aaron able to get behind that tire, buys himself a little bit more time. Ulf, 18th place, 35 points. Decent day today. Gonna have to have a better day tomorrow, though. Federales, ooh, doing a great job of applying this pressure in the 1v2 situation. Where's his teammate? Lorenzen now in the mix. Does he have any util? Little boy getting caught from the side. Aaron getting knocked. Scarface out. That is Influence Rage. Taking out Ulf.
I wish we did see some grenades come out a little bit sooner from Influence. Actually, 2 of the players did not have any grenades, if I'm not mistaken. It was just 1. So if they had grenades, that would have been an easier fight onto Ulf. But you know what? It's still completely fine. Against a top 6 finish. They will be in 16th position and still playing 6 games tomorrow, as they are in Group Yellow. So it's fine. Believe Ulf will be able to make it if they continue their consistent performance in that third and final day of the group stage. But now, top three, Influence Rage, Yangon Galacticos, and Weibo. Especially, you're looking at Yangon Galacticos and Weibo. This win would mean everything, especially for Yangon. They need to get the fight. Mernet dropping down 33Z. They get Faye. It's down to one. Itsuki. Could this be the redemption arc for Myanmar? You just get knocked as there is a third party from Influence Rage. They're trying to ruin the day of Yangon. And so far, it is working.
Romeo pressuring on down. Is going to have to make something happen. Suki is there.
It's it.
Rest of Influence Rage. That is it. Yangon Galacticos are out and out of the tournament. As we're going to see Influence Rage pushing up against Weibo. This could be it here. One day locking down the finals. Meanwhile, Lorenzen having to throw out some Molotovs. It's all up to him. Ooh, nice shotgun shot. Gets a little bit of a pepper on Suki, but it's looking like Influence Rage got this lockdown to close it out, and that is gonna do it. The Brazilian squad getting their chicken dinner here and winning the final match here for day number 2.
What a great play. And it started off early, right, on Erangel with the pistol shots coming out from Federal. And you know what? They ended up in style with that final game chicken dinner on Miramar. This roster is looking so clean. I'm loving their performance here on day 2 of the PMMI group stage. And I just hope it's going to continue moving forward because this lineup is literally looking like one of the best in Brazil, in my opinion, Hot Jukes. And if they can maintain these kind of results, oh boy, this team could be the whole package. Keep in mind, this is a team that will be playing tomorrow 6 matches. So I'm telling you, with that win in particular, finals is looking pretty much locked in for Influence Rage.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, 2026, they're the best Brazilian squad out right now. I mean, they are going to be making it into the finals unless just they get 0 points all 6 games, you know? So if they even have half the performance that they had here today, they should be locked in. So let's take a look at the MVP. It's Lil Boy! Lil Boy!
Lil Boy.
3 eliminations. Ooh. My Lil Boy there. So team contribution, 29%. Beautiful finish from the squad. They got to be so excited here.
Can we get Ratto Boy on this team? We'll have Lil Boy and Ratto Boy on the team. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. My boys. Almost 500 damage dealt by Lil Boy on this game, so really good execution, especially on their fight versus Ulf. Slightly out of resources. I wish they maybe held on to their utility a little bit longer in this game. That would have made that fight onto Ulf so much smoother to execute. But you know what? I'm complaining a lot for a team that got the win. So I'm going to stop being too negative. It is still an amazing one. As we look at the recap here, one team that did take, unfortunately, the biggest L of the year so far, again, is Alpha 7. They got taken out. I believe I looked at the rankings at the end of that game. They were down in 15th position, literally the cutoff for the grand finals. Unless a miracle happens and literally no teams at the bottom get a single point rule of tomorrow, that is Alpha 7 out of PMMI 2026.
Yeah, I mean, what a wild turn of events for Alpha 7. And today in particular, it just seemed that everything went wrong for them. Even when they would show a sign of life, like they would get a good initial knock on that Erangel, boom, Soup shuts them down from the side. Just, wow. I mean, nothing else to say here. We saw some crazy plays, roster swaps from them. Who knows what's going on the side of them. But when it comes to this other Brazilian squad, Influence Rage, looking phenomenal here and shoe-in for the finals at this point.
Yeah, so really, I would say for the longest time, in my mind, Influence Rage has been second just below Alpha 7, globally speaking. After this year so far, I feel like that has to change. Even Furia is a true contender with the likes of Ayala, Silence have been doing so well in their respective group, right? Group Green. Brazil, the new step up from these teams is very impressive to witness, and I hope it continues for the rest of this year. But yeah, 17-point game, almost 1.2k damage on the line, so they're going to be loving their performance so far. And actually, one thing I have to say, I think that Mafioso is happy he left. It's great timing to leave A7. You know what? He might be able to make it up in the future with that new team.
That's wild. I mean, like, look, guys, this is still a global champion, right? They've won every single major tournament for the most part, right? So, you know, a storied roster, without a doubt. It's just so shocking to see them miss 2 finals, right? And it's rightfully said, right, when it's just a big question mark and being like, hey, is it over? Who knows, right? I mean, hopefully we see them make a bounce back, but 2 in a row is just, it's not a good sign.
Definitely not. It's a bad time to be them for sure. Though, yeah, it would be actually interesting that you do have the NA team make it over your PMGC champs from Brazil. That is
wow,
a setup I was not expecting, to say the least. But looking at Weibo, also very happy. Those 14 points is going to make it way more feasible for them to attain a top 15 slot going into tomorrow's 6 matches. Because keep in mind, this is a team from Group Yellow, so they're looking very comfortable going into this. And then second page, A7 don't want to see. We harped on about them a lot already, so I'm going to move on. But yeah, GOAT only 3 points. KHG only 2 points.
Rough.
They are playing 6 games tomorrow. But with their performance I've witnessed today in particular, Hot Jukes, top 15 seems very, very unattainable for these squads.
Absolutely. Yeah, top 15 is going to be, they're going to have a crate, like just the wildest comeback, even bigger than what RRQ had today, if you're GOAT and KHG. Let's take a look here at the overall rankings. This is where we're going to keep our eyes on, folks, right? So you can see right here, the 12 matches played, right? You have LGD, RRQ, Tiamba, DK, and the Wolves, right? So these guys, what is your wildest prediction going into tomorrow, Max Man? What's your wildest prediction?
I think Influence Rage become the champions of the group stage.
Oh,
like
okay.
58 points. I mean, if they maintain this trajectory, right, they could very easily catch up. And if they get a really good day, I would even say overtake the likes of S2G. So sure, they break the 100-point barrier. S2G, GG well played. But I feel like Influence Rage, if there's any of these teams from Group Yellow that could become a champion, I think Influence Rage could be the one to do it.
Interesting. I like that. I
What
like
about
that
you?
shout. I don't think D+ makes it.
Really? Wait, where are they right now? They're on the first page still. So you think they're going to fall from that many extra slots down outside of top 15?
Look at the rosters, man. Look who's playing tomorrow. You got BTR, EA, Aurora, Nongshim, right? Furia. Ulf did not have a bad day today. It's going to be wild. I think it's going to be so close. I think that D+ are going to be right there, 15th place. Like, if they make it, it's going to be a close one. Who knows? I mean, tomorrow could be just totally opposite of what we've seen, and they could be sitting comfortable. But with the squads that are playing and with 6 matches, Rondo, I would not be feeling cozy if I'm D+.
No, I get it. I mean, you would need the right teams to get the right amount of points for them to fall out of contention. If you do have a sponge effect, it might make it really hard for D+ to fall out. But no, I actually, that's a pretty good hot take. I do like it because in an extreme case scenario, that could most definitely happen. So D+, losing out on Nullable, I would feel a little bit sad about that one. I would feel worse about that than losing A7 and Yangon, to be completely clear. So that would be a bit of an L. So moving on to the last page of our rankings, it is going to be some big names down here, right? You got yourself, of course, your Enigma Galaxy, your KRX, your Regnum Carriers, your Weibos, and Thunder Talks. Some of these teams are going to come out swinging tomorrow to make a mad dash, but there's not enough. I would go to say here, actually, Hot Jukes, that there's not enough points in tomorrow's 6 games for them, all of them, to make it up in the top 15. So we're going to have some big upsets tomorrow, on top of course, Yangon and A7 not making it to the finals.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I think we're going to see some other big rosters that we really wanted to see in the finals, unfortunately just not make it, because I mean this whole lobby is stacked, guys. I mean literally every single group, all these teams
We have a new name. It's Lepar.
Oh, that's
Someone
right,
new.
Lepar. RRQ, say shout outs to RRQ today. I mean, this was a great day for them, a great comeback. They secure their finals place 100%. And it's pretty much almost all on day 2. So that is so difficult to do. They are clutch. They have their clutch badge. I award it to them. Beautifully done, RRQ.
Oh, this one is the same though. No changes here.
That ain't moving.
QZZ,
That ain't
Noggle,
changing.
Tian, and also HamCG. It could be moving tomorrow, of course, with a rotation of teams because let's keep in mind tomorrow Group Red is not playing, meaning QZZ is not going to play because he is in Group Red. Same for the side of Nolbu. Also, LGD is not playing, and also the side of S2G. So that top 4 at the end of tomorrow's 6 matches could be completely different, but especially QZZ got so much damage
He ain't moving.
during his 12 games that I think he's just going to stay there, even though he's not playing tomorrow. That's how insane his 12 games have been.
Yeah, he ain't moving from that spot. Everybody else, though, we can see some adjustments from. If you could sum up today in, I'll give you some time, all right? In 3 words, how would you do it, all right?
Downfall. Champions. Bad.
Oh, my God.
I was just going to use the word downfall. I was like, I got 2 more words. So what am I going to do with them? By the way, I was told apparently our next graphic after these highlights is going to be our Group Red MVP. So while the highlights are playing on screen, by the way, still don't know why QZZ did this. Who do you think is our Group Red MVP, Hodrix?
Man, who is? It's got to be QZZ, right?
You would think so.
Oh, it's probably an S2G player.
HamCG, could be HamCG. I feel like damage is very important in the MVP formula, so I am going to go ahead and say it is going to be QZ. Yeah.
I think so too, man. I mean, and honestly, he has been just a monster for the squad. Even though, like, Tianba is in, with 71 points, come finals time, with how QZZ is playing, they could easily win the whole thing. I really, really think so. We'll see what ends up happening, though, then. But for now, we got one more day left of this group stage, and it's going to be a wild one. I hope you guys are ready for tomorrow. I hope you guys are here because you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a nail-biter all the way up until the last second of the tournament.
Most definitely. It is going to be tooth and nail for these guys if they want to try and make it through to the finals. Only 15 slots if you want to join all gamers, right? Your previous PL champions in the finals of PMMI 2026. It's going to be an intense one, but here we go. Moving on out of the highlights, we're looking at our best performing players here. And yeah, we're seeing a lot of Le Pars here. 3 Le Pars here for the top damage dealer of today. Also top elimination and also the top highest team contribution. Le Pars just doing so much work here for Indo.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. I always love to see teams. I've said this multiple times today, and I'll say it again, right? It's so difficult to have a bad day one and come back the next day. I can't stress how hard it is, right? It's very demoralizing. It's easy to start yelling at other teammates and start putting the blame game on guys. So to be able to regroup, have a complete turnaround when you only have 2 days to make it, it's yeah. I mean, if RRQ did it here, and that is a great sign for this squad, and it gives me a lot of hope for them come finals time. They could absolutely be a threat, guys. I'm gonna say that right now. Like, I think RRQ's with this performance is one of my teams that you could just not expect come finals time steal like a 2nd or 3rd place out of nowhere.
This is the RRQ I was hoping to see back in PMGO. We didn't get it there, but we're definitely getting it here in this tournament. So as long as they maintain these kind of results in the finals, who knows? Maybe could become your champions. Would be very intriguing to see if they can actually take it the entire way. There you go. Your Group Red MVP is going to be HamCG himself from S2G, taking it home.
Yeah.
Group Red MVP, and you know what? Super deserving of that award.
Yeah, beautifully done there. 26 eliminations is wild. That's a whole bunch. You got team contribution. I mean, it's still pretty even among the team, but that damage, HamCG, great job when it comes to S2G. And I'm looking forward to see what they do in the finals time. Tomorrow, they're going to be able to just kick back and relax.
Yeah, I mean, unlike, for example, Tianba, where I feel like QZZ has been kind of hard carrying his team, Eagle, A-King, like everyone's doing a lot of work on that team, but I feel like it's definitely been the QZZ show. Going into S2G, it's a massive, massive team-wide effort. Solke has been doing amazing IGL with the team, keeping the team in check. HamCG's got himself some good clutches. But Cammy and Lost, we've seen them kind of peeking in and out of the top 4 graphics every single game, it feels like. So S2G, it's a team-wide